Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and you are Nerd Now with Rickshaw. And you're also Nerd Out with.
Me. It is me. It is Toby, the producer.
Me and Toby are, gonna check out some new stuff that has come about. I don't think Toby has watched it yet, but I've watched it because I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fanatic. Not so much that I would like go online and fight people for hours on end and call them names and stuff whenever I win. But I would usually play offline and I would usually beat, the game with every character just to see every ending and,
Yeah.
get all the secret characters and then go into the crypt, try to grab all the secret stuff, try to grab as many costumes as I could, all that stuff, you know, but I'm not the type to go online and figure out that I'm not as good as I think.
I used to play fighting games online, and I was like real cocky because, like, with my little friend group, I was the best one at all the fighting games. And then I was like, oh, I won't do too bad on online. Nope, nope.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm even half Asian, bro, but it's the wrong kind of Asian, I guess, you know? You don't see you don't see Thailand people being like, "Oh yeah, I'm sick as fuck at video games." No, 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 no. We're there, Thai people are like, "Yeah, I'm sick as fuck at cooking spicy food, bro." You know what I'm saying? So, different kind of Asian.
Fair, fair, fair.
But before we get going, let's talk about some things. We do have merch.
Oh,
There is a link down below. If you want to support your boys, go ahead and click the link, pick up a shirt. There's some fun ones. There's some standard ones. I ordered a standard one for myself. Yes, we still have to order our own shirts. But yeah, also our sponsor today is Sennheiser. So, if you're in the market for a new pair of headphones, consider Sennheiser. Almost said hand sanitizer. Uh, Go down into the description below, and there will be a link. If you click that link, it'll show you several options for headphones. And if you decide to purchase a pair, you could use the discount code 10nerdingout for 10% off those headphones. Thanks for watching Nerding Out, and thanks for using Sennheiser.
nice.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat, it's been one of those games, man.
Yeah.
Loved it since the beginning. Used to go to the arcade when I was just a wee lad. Uh, the I grew up in Kansas, so in my small podunk town, there was a place called Christopher's Castle.
Ooh,
Yes,
Christopher.
Christopher's Castle. And I remember that they had Mortal Kombat 1, and I believe they had Mortal Kombat 2, and then for some reason, they got Street Fighter 2, the movie, the
Oh,
game,
Jesus Christ.
right? Wasn't it Street Fighter 2, or was it just called
It's
Street
just Street
Fighter, the
Fighter.
movie?
Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Yeah. I also used to play, I got really fucking good at Samurai Showdown at that
Okay.
arcade also. So, but yeah, Mortal Kombat has a special place in my heart. I've always loved it. Also, I think when Mortal Kombat 3 came out, I remember that I think the arcade had died by that point because in the Midwest, in a small town, it's hard for a arcade to survive,
Yeah.
especially whenever everyone's like, "Why would I take my kids to an arcade? I have meth to buy." So,
Well, that and you have like the release of PS1. You have the Sega
mhm,
Saturn coming out. You have stuff that is on par with the arcades in
right.
your living room. So a lot of that was just the industry was changing and
It's true.
taking it
It's
home.
true. And yeah, and I feel like, arcades at that point in time like went from, from the small towns, they just died
Oh,
and just
immediately.
disappeared. But then the best places you could find them after that are like the arcade or the mall.
Yep.
There was always an arcade in the mall, and I feel like that's where all the games started getting consolidated to.
Yep, I think so too. Because
Yeah.
it was a babysitter. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into J.C. Penney's. Here's $4 and quarters.
Yeah,
Knock yourself out, kid.
for sure. But I do remember one time I went with my friend Jacob Burke to,
Shout out
I live.
Jacob.
Shout out Jacob Burke. We went to, was it KU? Yes, KU, like in Lawrence, Kansas. And I remember I went with him. We were like walking around the campus, and then lo and behold, what did I see? An arcade on campus for the students. And I was like, what? And then I walk in and they have Mortal Kombat 3. And
Ooh.
I think it was even Ultimate MK3 arcade.
Oh.
So that was the first time that I got to play that game before it hit the home console. But then, and then shortly after I got Ultimate MK3 on, was it Super Nintendo?
Yeah. It was on Super Nintendo, Sega
Yeah, yeah,
Genesis. I believe it had some CD releases as well.
yeah.
My,
Go
I,
ahead.
I I loved in the town that we became friends in,
Oh, I already know this one too.
the Taco Casa, right? That's a
Yep,
little
yep, yep.
taco chain here in. Is it mostly southern? Anyways, Texas. It's in Texas. Taco Casa.
It's only in Texas, honestly. So like the that taco casa that we are accustomed to, the original one was the first one in Texas. So the only ones that you see around in the whole state are probably the ones you're used to, like in Gainesville. There's some in Denton now
There's
too.
Denton, Sherman, they're
Okay.
scattered about. There's
Right.
yeah.
There's actually one down the street from me in Hutto also. So
Really? Well,
yeah.
they had the arcade machines for Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. So it's when I think of like Taco Casa, I think of Mortal Kombat always. And I was so
Yeah.
disappointed when they moved across town. They moved to a different building that they didn't bring those with them. I actually wrote down the PO box thing to where you could send off. You sent like $15 or something, and they sent you the book. And I still have that book from my childhood that
Nice.
they sent back. So like that was my big experience, and then of course getting it on console. They did have Mortal Kombat 3 at our local Blockbuster, the first Blockbuster that we had. It was the way I remember it, it's where the Dirty Room used to be, like the Dirty Movies used to be back when it was a different like mom and pop rental store before Blockbuster bought it out, and then they stuck in.
Nice.
I want to say it was Mortal Kombat 3, Killer Instinct, some pinball machines, and then like one other game that I didn't ever play. So. Hey, I love the Mortal Kombat series. I think my favorite in the series right now, still to this day, is Mortal Kombat 9 when it kind of rebooted it, and that's what I understand that
Right.
this game is going to be is well, it's called Mortal Kombat 1. So it's
Right.
like, you just rebooted this 3 games ago.
I mean, it's okay. So, okay, we'll wait till after we watch the trailer to
Okay.
get into that. But, after that, they did Mortal Kombat Trilogy
Yeah.
also, remember? So
Uh-huh.
that was like PlayStation 1,
Yep.
I think. Yeah, so that was like, honestly, that was like one of the coolest games to ever come out because you just got all of it.
Yeah. All your
And,
favorite
like,
characters from all 3 games, all the background levels and stuff. It was great. Yeah.
yeah, and then it was weird because Johnny Cage, I think the original actor
Yep.
he wanted to get paid more, and they were like,
Well-
"Nah, we'll just rehire someone else."
So the funny story about that, we actually did covered Mortal Kombat 2 as when we discussed this on the Secret Levels podcast. But so what happened was the actors got paid, right, what they were told or
Right.
what they agreed to, and then
Right.
the games just started raking in the money. And Johnny Cage, I believe, played Johnny Cage, the guy, I can't think of his name. Johnny Cage at Sub-Zero maybe, and all the ninjas that were covered. I think he played a couple of them. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, he was pissed off because he wasn't getting any kind of back end deal off of it, and they were just fucking raking in the money. So I think what happened is he did an advertisement for a different game. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember which game it is. But like the advertisement was him dressed as Johnny Cage playing this other fighting game, and it says even Johnny Cage loves this game or something like that. And it was
Dude,
it was a competition.
Was it that game that where you could break bones or something? Was it
You could like chop off their arms and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Like Time to Kill or something.
I can't remember.
I think it was on Sega. Anyways, but yeah, that's what it was. So they did have a new actor to replace the original.
The original.
There was something about his brother. Maybe his brother played Sub-Zero and Scorpion and stuff. But yeah, there was a little bit to it, and that's why they lost some of those actors, original actors. But I think everything's good now because he's always at cons and stuff now, and he's signing Johnny Cage shit all the time.
So then we had MK4. MK4 was like the first 3D like sidestep, like all
Tekken,
all animated, right? No actual character sprites or whatever, just fully animated.
We got those polygons. They were
What do I have after that was Deception?
Yeah, I believe so.
Armageddon. Am I missing any of those? Because supposed to go at we're at 4, 5, 6. Deception.
Deception.
Did I just say Deception?
Maybe you did. I don't.
There was a lot of them in there, but
does Shaolin Monks count as one?
No.
Okay.
No. But
that was different.
I would say that like 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 were kind of all just kind of like overlooked. Like I think us hardcore players were still invested in some of it, but then it still didn't feel like Mortal Kombat at that point.
Yeah.
But they really brought it back with MK9, and then obviously they kept it pretty basic after that for 10 and 11.
10 was good. I didn't get a chance to play much of 11 because my kid was instantly like, "Oh, I'm playing this," and I never got a chance to play it because he was playing. I watched him play the story mode because I didn't get a chance to play it at the time, and I still haven't gone back and played it. But yeah. I liked the rebooted. I don't know what you want to call it, like the from 9, 10, 11. I liked that story arc. It wasn't a bad story arc. They changed a lot of things, changed a lot of the lore. Made good guys, bad guys, good guys. Like it was kind of a neat twist to do from what we've known this entire time, story wise, anyways. So
right. So let's watch this trailer and then we will continue this talk.
All right.
TRL.
It is time.
I'll change that. It's fine.
Time to wake up to a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife. To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. You can face each other as sworn enemies or united as brothers. But a storm is brewing. And soon you will discover that even in this new era, one constant remains. There is always something worth fighting for. have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
How is his hand still clean? It's in our blood. Oh, you can get Shang Tsung. How is his hand still clean after cutting someone in half?
His hands never touched him.
It was the firepower.
It was the God Force.
Okay, so wait, this is supposed to like predate the first game, is what it looks like. Like in the past, like before.
I think it's predating, but if you know about what's happened in the last couple,
yeah,
Raiden has given Liu Kang his god powers, right? And then you defeat Kronika, which you always find out in the next chapter, the next game, who the real winner is, because you could obviously play it with everyone,
right.
And they give you the scenario what it's like. But I'm seeing, obviously Liu Kang won, and he became the fire god or whatever, and then now he's going back in time to put together the Earthrealm crew, so he's like the Raiden figure instead.
So he's the original Raiden figure. So basically we've got a paradox happening. We've got the 12 Monkeys paradox happening.
Yeah. Well, like in the last one, I think they were doing all sorts of time shit, and it was like breaking reality or something. So this is just cleaning up all that mess and then starting over again, So,
right.
So
it looks great. Like all the detail and all the costumes, like Melina's Katana's like blue thing. It's got like the little gold decorative things on there. Like it's just so detailed, and it's crazy how great the costumes look now from where it began. It's just,
well, I mean, in the beginning it looked great to us, but we were just like, we were like, Nintendo's cool.
No, I say this all the time looking back at old games, is like that we were in an era where we were like, man, these graphics are never going to look more realistic than this, and it just keeps progressing. But no, it's so detailed. It's going to be fun. I mean, I
do like how in the trailer though it's like everyone's in pairs, so it's like, oh look, Melina and Katana,
right?
Mask Bros, and then it's like Raiden and Kung Lao, Hat Bros, and then it's like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Top Bun Bros.
That is pretty good. So I wonder who else is going to be in the game. If this is going to go back to like before Scorpion goes to hell, if this is before like a lot of the crazy stuff happens in these realms, because we're already like past that in the first original Mortal Kombat. Because obviously Scorpion's already had his shit happen to him. So this is a prequel to Mortal Kombat 1 is what it feels like. So what characters are going to be around in those early times of everything?
So the things that I've read so far is, I can't tell you exactly who the cast is going to be, but it's very similar to like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then there's rumors of it being even like 1, 2, and 3. And just having the best characters from all three, but I don't know how true that is. Obviously, no one does. But Johnny Cage is supposed to be in this game, and they actually do have a Van Damme skin for it.
Oh.
I don't know if it's going to be like totally just Van Damme as the character, because that's kind of what happened with Shang Tsung, right? In the last one, it was the guy from the the actor. But if anyone doesn't know this, Johnny Cage was modeled after Van Damme,
right?
And they just couldn't, like video games weren't as big back then. Like they tried to get the rights, to
Bloodsport,
his likeness, I guess, Van Damme's likeness, and it just wasn't a thing. Like actors are like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
You know, so
It wasn't looked at as the same kind of art that it is now, you know? It's-
right, yeah. But yeah, so we finally get Van Damme as Johnny Cage, like
that's pretty cool.
the way it's originally intended. Because even if you look at the original Johnny Cage costume, it is the Bloodsport, you know, like outfit he was wearing like during one of those fights at the Kumite or whatever. But and then also, there's rumors that the cameo fighters have already been like put out there and leaked, and those cameo fighters, as of right now, in the rumors are Omni Man,
Oh yeah, okay, I did hear about these.
Homelander.
That's a great,
and
you know, because that's a great matchup already. Just because my kid has even brought it up to me. Who do you think would win out of those two? Like, you know, so
Yeah.
if it's like something that is in pop culture of like, especially since these two shows are out at the same time practically, so that'll be cool to let them face off. And then who else do we got?
Peacemaker.
Oh, that's right.
So-
That's right.
So John Cena, you know.
That's pretty cool too, though. You gotta,
Yeah.
but so like they usually do characters in like pairs, like kind of equivalents. You know, they did Leatherface and Jason. They did Predator and Alien. I wonder who the pair is supposed to be, or if they're gonna do a pair with John Cena's character.
Maybe. I mean, they, you know, with Warner Brothers now, they have a whole lot of stuff to play with. So it's, I mean, it seems like they took advantage of most of the things they could for the last couple of games.
Yeah.
So who knows? It's, you know, it's too, I mean, I say it's too early, but it comes out in September. So that's like super quick for them to release this trailer and be like, coming in September. It's like, damn, I've never, like, in the modern era, they're like, we're working on a Final Fantasy remake, and it's coming in 15 years. Get stoked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, what do you think about this Mortal Kombat? Is everyone excited? Because I know that all my MK bros are definitely stoked. Because, like I said, even when that Mortal Kombat movie came out and everybody's like, oh, I don't know about the story. I'm like, bro, Mortal Kombat doesn't need a great story as long as we get sick fights and, like, some compelling reasons to fight. You know what I mean? So
Are they going to shoehorn Cole into this?
Maybe he's the other character for the duality.
I don't know if I want that. Like, I think that's fine for the movie stuff. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's our creative character, right? Let's leave him there. Don't try to like retroactively put him in. Like, he's always been there.
Well, and it's like I think they're about to go into production for the new Mortal Kombat movie also, and there's a lot of rumors flying around about that. And I think that Ed Boon supposedly is supposed to collab with them and like be on set to like give direction for this one.
That's going to be the fourth character for the first like DLC bundle is Cole.
You think so?
I'm calling it right here. I think so. Ugh. I would just I would just rather leave it separate. Like let that be like the I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, you know, I don't care either way, but it's because they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna shoehorn him in. They're just gonna be like cameo character.
Well, I would be fine with him as the cameo character, but don't try to shoehorn him into the story and be like I said, he's been here the whole time. What are you talking about? You know,
yeah,
he's just been waiting in the shadows.
I don't feel like Ed Boon is the type of guy to just shit on everyone's view of the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So. I mean, everything he's done with the game has been pretty freaking original.
Yeah.
And I think the absolute worst character they've ever done, even as a secret character or whatever, was Mocap. That was like the stupidest. It was just like, really?
Yeah.
Really, dude? Mocap. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be awesome. I am upset that there is another game that I have to buy, even though I have like 3 lined up that I haven't even touched yet. So
yeah.
But guys, streaming, I'm gonna probably eventually start streaming some games. Hopefully this week, because I bought Tears of the Kingdom. So that 1,000 hours is gonna go into that game. So maybe some of those hours will go online. So find me at the Twitch, nerding out with Rickshaw. So go check that out. You got a Twitch too.
Hey.
Might as well advertise that.
Hey, I got a Twitch. If you want to follow me, I Twitch. I do a stream every Tuesday called Watch Along. We do it at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Toby Von Doom on the old Twitch. And I just became an affiliate. I don't quite know what that means, but, whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Again, I don't know what that means.
I'm going to go ahead and say now, if I do get into streaming and it becomes a regular thing, you're going to see me at late hours of the night. So I think the best time for me to play video games is probably like 11 p.m. until like 3 or 4 in the morning. So
those are good hours.
Might as well check that out. And most of the games I'm going to play are horror games. So if you want to see me looking over my shoulder a bunch, then
it's just you every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I dig it.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat. What was your favorite Mortal Kombat? Was it MK3 or was it one of the newer ones, MK9? MK9 was like the first Chef's Kiss version in a long time.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets better. I mean, I love 10 and 11, so Coolio.
And they're just looking better and better.
All right, let's get Coolio in there. Let's get playable. Introducing Coolio.
Incredible.
Fighting style. Fantastic voyage fighting style. But yeah, see you later, Toby.
Later, Rickshaw.
And we'll see you later, nerds. Finish him.